All right, we're at the home of Vicki Connolly. We're doing some siding work for her. We're also replacing a couple doors, the front door and the rear door. But siding is the primary focus here. We are doing a complete tear-off. We are doing fascia overlay, and we are doing fascia overlay and 1x2 drip, Hardie drip, and we are doing Hardie soffit vented. So that's pretty much our scope of work. We do have a couple areas where we need to repair the fascia before we continue on with our fascia overlay system, and we are going to take down the gutters and reinstall the gutters for her, either with long run seamless or our guys. If it's just a simple mechanism, we'll just use our guys. If not, we'll have Chris come do it and take care of it from long run seamless gutters. So starting at the front here, we do have a couple areas. We have a tiny little gable piece up top here, so that will all become the Hardie plank siding. We have another basically half gable right here. So this area up here will become Hardie plank siding as well, right up top in here. All fascia and soffit is going to be corrected. There's a lot of places where there's movement that the soffit has become unsealed, so all that will be taken care of with the new soffit system. But really, this area and that little area over the garage up there are the two major areas, and then around this door. This is the front door we're replacing. It's a 36 by 80. These two windows, the side light and the transom, will all be retrimmed in Hardie plank. The front door will be retrimmed in Hardie plank, and then all this siding that we see, port ceiling, will be painted and sealed. All this siding will become Hardie plank siding. Now under here, basically, we can go ahead and leave this as a substrate and use this as our substrate, put a Tyvek over it, and then do our Hardie plank. Everywhere else we're doing a complete tear-off. We are wrapping the garage door frame. Not really too bad a rot here, but just to make sure that we're not dealing with it down the road, we'll wrap that and get that all situated. Not painting the garage door, so we're leaving the garage door color as is. Coming over here to the left side, we got this little chunk of siding. There's some warping and some bowing going on here, probably some water infiltration at some point down the road. Vicki, I think, said she's been here for about 10 years or so. And again, just nice and easy. You got about 1.5 foot soffit, 5-inch fascia, and then this little chunk of siding right here. There are some dogs. I think there's 3 or 4 dogs, so they will be inside during installation. And then coming around to the back here, this is where we got most of our siding. So all sidewall siding will be replaced with the Hardie plank. After we tear it off, re-sheathe the wall with a 7/16 inch OSB, nailing directly to the studs. Then we'll use the Tyvek, the seam tape, any kind of flashing, C-channel flashing, especially here around the bottom. So around this OSB board, and then all this area where it runs basically right into the foundation, not too far from, the ground and sprinklers and all kinds of other moisture. We'll make sure that you have a good C-channel flashing all around this bottom perimeter, so we don't have any kind of issues with rotten substrate. Otherwise, all windows, doors will be retrimmed in a Hardie 1x4. All interior corners that we have right along this wall here, all interior corners will get a 1x2 Hardie. All exterior corners that we see up top there on the windows, and this corner, all chimney trim and capping will become Hardie plank siding. You can see there's several areas where the critters have been chewing, and there's been some aluminum installed to prevent that. On this facing board up there, right up here, there is no soffit obviously, but we will still install the fascia system and drip edge. Again, windows all retrimmed in Hardie. We have 1 GFI and 1 hose bib that we'll take care of and do a J-box on. Vicky requested that if possible, we haul away this vinyl gate, and it's basically just, barely held into the ground, really. So haul away this vinyl gate and dispose of it, and then also this picnic table. She's at home and by herself and would really love our help with that. So I told her we'd take care of that and that we can get that fixed up for her. And then coming over to the right side, the right side, just more gutter, dress all soffit and fascia. This little window box area right here will all become Hardie plank. And then we got this little capping that will face over this set of 3 windows here. That'll be faced with a Hardie, it's probably a 1x6, so we'll reface that with just some siding, so it all looks nice and neat, and is going to be corrosion resistant just like the rest of the house. But again, fascia, soffit will all be addressed, drip board will all be addressed, and we will reinstall the gutters either through us or Chris McClendon at Long Run. That's pretty much our scope of work. Let's see, we talked about the gate and the bench. I think that pretty much covers everything that we have here. Again, we will need to do a color consult. We looked at some colors, but definitely Vicky is definitely going to want the color consult. So we'll make sure that's something that we do and spend some time on so we can get a good color choice for her. This is the exterior door that we're replacing, the rear entry door, and that's just going to be a half glass with blinds between, 1 panel below instead of the 2 panels just for the dogs and that. We'll do 1 panel below as opposed to the 2 panel. But yeah, it's going to be a great improvement. Really exciting for the difference that it's going to make and the beauty that it's going to add to the outside of the home, and certainly the degree of maintenance that will be reduced. So, Vicky, we really appreciate you working with us and trusting us with your project, and we look forward to providing you with a great experience. Thanks so much.